Well, welcome back to Big Eye Hunters. Another campaign session on the go. It's now sort of getting to the end of March. It has been pretty cold still. There's a lot of lower temperatures from my diary last year. This time last year I had sort of no less. You got your 7s and your 8s degrees through the nights, but you're still getting your 2s, your 3s and 4s at the moment. So it is still cold. It's been a lot colder, but the lake is starting to liven up. A few are starting to come out, and it's sort of, they switch on for a little bit, and you sort of 4 or 5 will get caught pretty short time between them, and then it will shut off for a week or so. So hopefully, I saw one come out this morning to the right of me, really nice scaly fish that Dave, my mate Dave, and really beauty. So that inspired me to that sort of, yeah, it's good for the confidence. Nice to see one. So yeah, I've got the right in a swim. You've seen me fish before. I've had a bream out of this swim, but I've never actually caught a carp from this one. It's quite a popular swim. It's it's the first one that you see when you come out from the gate. When you come in through the gates, and it's called Works, and there's 2. It's like a double swim. Tobbs is coming down to fish with me in a couple of days. So it's going to be a good old social. It's going to be good, but this time of year, this swim always does a big one. My target fish does come out of there this time of year, so you know, basically I've been put onto a spot by some lads. I've seen some fish get caught a lot closer in. Everyone. This is obviously casting out to the rope at say about 110, 120 far, but you've got a closer spot, and there's some clay patch, some nice clay beds, and also a bit of gravel, and I'm sort of just I've got my main baited area, 16. It turned out to be 16 wraps, so it's quite close in for me. Yeah, 16 wraps, just where the clay kind of and the sort of softer stuff goes onto the harder, and I've put 6 bombs out so far, and I got literally, rods are about that far apart, so quite tight. I've got one on a just a little nutcracker snowman with the dumbbell in the yellow, and then one nutcracker tip with white, and then the third rod is going to go. The third rod is out now. It's going to go long. Oh, Carl. Everyone always comes and sees you, so. Yeah, it's going to go long by the rope, because I'm not going to, if I wasn't doing a little baited area, I'm not going to put all my eggs in one basket. And third one's going to go long at about, it's at 110 out by the rope on a stiff hinge. So we're going to watch him dive. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. There we go. He's up. So around 24 seconds. He was down there for. I mean, that's quite a long time. Nearly half a minute. No fish has visited me. I mean, I'm not even getting any bream. That's probably lines from bream yet, because I'm using a little particle which does attract them in. Might start attracting them in tonight, but it depends. I'm a little bit closer in, just off the hard stuff. I'm on the old red stripe. Absolutely dying to get a fish. This is what we have to put up with here, with these birds. Constant noise. Right, I've just had this new PB bream. It's 13, 14, I knew I'd do it. This year. Oh. There you go. Rods have only been out a couple of hours. Just that, and that's it. So, new PB, bream. Not what I'm after, but I wanted to beat my PB. And that's 13.14. Absolute monster. Look at the width for these things. Oh. Well, good morning. Just scanning the water for shows. Yeah, so good morning. Pretty tired. I had another 3 bream, so everything's kind of going to plan. It's what I knew. Fishing the particle here would bring in the bream, but in the past I've had good success with getting hits, getting a few fish, getting a spot going, getting it clear. But you get the bream first, and I had my PB bream, which is a target I set for myself this year, and I had that on my first fish of this session, so I was buzzing to that. 13 pounds and 14 ounces. You'd have seen the video of that. Absolute monstrous bream it were. Which is always good to get one of them targets that are done and dusted. I'm sure there's a 14 in here, but I just put on my list break bream PB, which is done it by 14 ounces, which is pretty sweet. So yeah, and what I've been doing is just topping up 2 or 3 spawns after each fish, and I know there's probably no bait out there at all, but because I've got the 18s and the 14 millers in the mix as well, I'd imagine there's a few of those. Because what I've been doing is I started off with this, which is a little just Urban Baits little nutcracker dumbbell chopped in half, tipped with a little bit of a 12mm pop-up, and so it's a very small bait, easy for a big double figure bream to get their mouth in. They do love the yellow one here, the bream and the carp. I tend to find the white doesn't attract the bream so much. I don't know why, but I've switched them. I've got a 14 tipped and a little 18 tip now. And then after the last bream, I just topped up with a few boilies with the throwing stick. You can't do that in a day because of the seagulls, but just a few boilies, just so there's a bit of bait there for the carp, really. So it's just about sort of working it out and working towards it, just fishing for the bite. I'm not sure if any came out last night. Nothing's really been coming out through the night. It's been sort of throughout the mornings. So it could happen any minute now. I'm not that confident with my spot really as of yet. Just I feel like it's 16 wraps, and I like fishing long on this area because the fish are out long. But a few lads have put me onto this spot. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. I'll keep working it. Work my magic. Just ready to get one now. That fish that Dave got yesterday was an absolute perler, scaly little beauty. I'd love to have got me that one bite. Small boys is due out. Target fish is due out any moment now, I'd imagine. So it does like this swim this time of year, so I've got a good chance for that. And it has been caught off that spot that I'm talking about. So patience when you're after a certain fish. Patience is the virtue. They're often not with the big bulk of the fish, so normally on his own, mincing around, or she, avoiding us. I'll let you know if anything else happens. Well, it's currently hailing again. We've only got really a week until April, and we've got some out here. It's snowing up north in Manchester, and we just had a big bit of thunder. And look at the rods are bleeping. Because it's hitting into them. It's not very nice. I mean, look at the amount of hail that's coming in to the front of my brolly. Alright, I get it. He doesn't seem too fussed by it all. Just chilling on the buoy. Put a few more bombs out. Got the rigs ready for later. One on the white, one on the yellow. Let me see what happens. After those 4 bream last night, I've increased the size of the hook bait. I was only using half a dumbbell tipped, but now I'm using sort of 3/4 of a 14 tipped, and that's a bit bigger for them. But it's still. Oh, there we go. Zeus is angry. Well, good morning, lovely people. It's now about 5:30. They're already mooching, the birds. Beautiful, misty, cold morning. Bit of frost on the unhooking mat. But the good news is, it's been -2. It's -2 right now, but out there in that deep margin, there's a fish in my retainer, just chilling. 30 pounds and 3 ounce. And I'm waiting for it to get a bit lighter, and hopefully I'll get one of the other lads to help me film it and take photos. Right guys, 2 o'clock this morning. Well, it weren't 2 o'clock, it was 10 to 3. Right hand rod ripped off with this one. 30 pounds and 3 ounce. Beautiful ringwood English common. Absolute perler. It's an absolute battle, almost snagged me. I had it out by the, what they call the rope, 25 wraps, on little nutcracker snowman. It's absolute beauty. Really, really thick. This one's all shoulders. Still in its nice winter colours. Behaving now. And there we go. Absolute beauty. So we'll just let it go. See the width on it. Hey, there we go. Cheers. What's this one? 14 pounds and 1 ounce. Bottle of gold. Caught on a zig. Saw a few fish out there, daytime now, so I whacked on a zig. This one was at 8 foot, and out she went. A few spawns over the top, just after I had the fish, and off it went. So looks like it's going to be zigging today then. Belter. Let's get her back. Alright guys, so you would have seen I had that fish on a zig. So I bought 2 of them in and smashed them out on zigs, because I saw a few sort of crews. I just saw their backs right at the back, right back along there. So I got, but then about 2 minutes ago, you see the slick? That's my closer in spot. You see it's slicking. I just saw a fish roll. I didn't quite see what it was. It might have been a bream, but it slicked up off my closer spot, which had one on all night. But I brung in to put a zig out. So now what I've done is I've quickly chopped it there because I had I brought one of the other ones in. I had that on it last night. Now I've got 200 zigs and a 2 ounce sled on, and this is a little braided rig. 2 little grains corn, 1 pink, 1 white. And I'm just going to coat this in the garlic goo, and I'm just going to stealthily plop it on the area. Hopefully nick another bite close in, and that'll be my 3rd one this morning. Let's see if I can get this out nice and stealthily on the spot.